Okay, so guys, this is the recap for indices for 7th January. Let's get into it. NQES, I mean, ES had a framework that you could have longed till here. I personally took YM short, RTY YM telling short, NQ and ES were saying long. ES gave a bit framework for longing, but then both NQES were off and on and on. So I would first go into that breakdown of my YM's position. Then one thing which I didn't discuss in the previous session about NQES, I would go over it as well. YM, YM, we could see three continuous days of expansion into an objective. So I would look for a new phase of price expansion to the new phase, and that new phase I would aim against. I would prefer not prefer framing in the same direction against it. So using previous DI as a means of POI, framing against this move. YM shorts and why YM and not RTY. I mean RTY could be shorted as well, but I was preferring YM. This RTY shorts idea was also right same. The continuous days of expansion into objective was YM. Why for again the same logic. The asset which reaches first into an objective is asset B. Asset which does not reach is asset B. This is asset A, this is asset B here. And two conditions, either long, either short. Long, I wouldn't long anyways. है The only thing left is short or nothing. है Either short, either do nothing. So for shorting, till the framework, till the priorities remains on YM. If YM would reverse off of that, then we can look for RTY. And we can say to my advantage, YM then also had the better intraday framework apart from the better daily framework as well. Better framework within this daily candle, better than this. So yeah, preferring the daily narrative always helps. So I hope you are getting my point. Why YM over RTY? I do not mean RTY was a bad preference. RTY showing signs of bearish, that means you can frame RTY bearish as well. But yeah, YM, I mean, if you can go for 95%, why go for 90%? Now you will get it, huh? YM's expansion to consolidation needs to manipulate the consolidation high again. Gets manipulated and manipulated by one of the significant time driver and gets immediately rejected. Couldn't have formed any other way. Formed the best way it could have formed. And to our confidence, breaking through the low of the current low of the day. Again, a confidence, just simple entry and 30 forming reversal, reversing the day. Daily candles open high, low, rejecting highs, displacing through lows. So just that position, short time frame. making that person displacing through the low of the day, showing lack of willingness to return back into the range, closing through the opposing candle formed there, showing me it does not want to reverse here. Enough of a framework for me to trust this. Took my shot there. Yeah, simple opposition because of the daily narrative being clean. That's why too simple of a position. 3 minute. One of my brother missed this 3 minute, but I also was watching this 3 minute, and I just visualized this in my mind. I went here, went back, then again came back. I visualized this as enough ranged opposing leg, that being close through. Then I just switched time frames to get a good series, like good series or enough range opposing candle or clear opposing candle. I got on M5. Just use this clear closer through. Vicky, bye. So I think that wouldn't need much explanation. We can have a look at RTY. RTY with day. Use the same frame. Not bad, but not the best. I wouldn't use this time frame for okay, but I have better. Why not? And my entry was triggered at 9 with the best framework. Yes. But was it draw risk reward based position? No clear draw risk reward based position, but if were to use a draw, coming back into previous day's range, so either you could use equilibrium of previous day's range, level resting around equilibrium of previous day's range, or equilibrium of this range, any plotting or framing back towards the previous range. You have external manipulation. This is used to frame ERL to IRL. Then you frame towards equilibrium. That this overlaps with that equilibrium. So yeah, I personally just took it risk reward based. Didn't hold all the way. Have much conviction. Like for this to come all the way here as return to charts, just risk reward based, getting used to getting back into pretty much same. So if this clears, then I would move. Thank you, yes, thing. Can you? I explained it in the previous session. I just did few minutes ago. But upload that record as well. That is also the date of 7th January. बाकी इसमें सब क्लियर है. 35 वाले. ठीक है निशांत भाई. If yes, then I would move over to NQ and ES. Done. चोर 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 बाहर चलिए. ओके इट इज व्हाट इट इज. इधर से क्यों दिखा. इधर से दिखा. NQ ES. Good framework for longing going into the day. Tuesday, Wednesday you could think long, but ES being in close proximity to this, showing us signal that ES would reach here first, the same point, and so ES would automatically become asset A. ES being this much close proximity, obviously ES would here first the frame for NQ which I just explained previously, containing the fake SMT relationship thing as well, which I won't, but I want to recap ES own framework as well before it hits or hit this. After it hits, then if you want to long NQ, then the framework fertilize upon this as yes or not. Blah blah blah. Before it hit is the point. Going into the day. ES also had good framework. Going off from here, one more day of continuation could be framed till their clear objective. And you can even look, could have looked, frame it till there. Yes, point is how it this all time this is was opening in close proximity to it. Yes, open low. I mean this move is already a retracement. It wants to be framed till there at least. Bare minimum objective. Yes. Here MMBM LRB ATL this. So yeah, could be easily framed. Vice versa for NQ, MMBM, SMR, LRB, first stage, BM. Yes, being in close proximity, obviously reach here mean prior to this day reversal good. Yes, could be trusted. London reversal, your continuation be framed till their low hanging fruit objective. Leave about using this as an asset you. It's just the closest for this, not considering previous day. This isn't something I was much bothered about until unless this is hit. Previous day high is just a Ferris wheel to main swing. Any price movement away from this, just an opposing run, a retracement to reach there. That's how the daily profile formed for years. Open low, leaving this objective open. Prior to 9:30, this was still open, so yeah, expect the driver to. Until there, the low of the day is set. We have kind of expansion prior to the driver, so the retraces and expands. So this is my key. M15 looked good, but this M5 kind of mess me, so I don't bother much about it. This is something that could have been considered. This M3 to say, or both there with there with NQ driver making the opposing run actually formed object open. The point is, if you were to use this frame till all time high, now you do not know if price would displace through this or not. That would be assuming price would displace through. है but to take this could have gone 9:30 formed a good way away from current low of the day. Again a protected swing, yes, valid. That would be us assuming that this would displace through. है if we were to take it till there only and then cutting the position and taking after price after seeing how price reacts there, because other asset YM has a bearish framework, that doesn't make sense here because of the risk reward thing. If we were to do something, would be taking an optimized and for 1.5 hour. This is something that could have been done, could have been killed, yes, but taking this all the way till there, not something I would much conviction when other asset has too good of a framework, too short. I mean, I have said it many times before that best weekly profile which has 100% hit rate as of now. I have never said the 100% hit rate word with any other thing, but this profile I have always said 3 continuous days expansion in a row into something 100%. I have had a hit rate of 100% till now against this trend. So yeah, I would pay attention to something that has never failed for me. This is too good of a framework for shorts in YM. So I wanna be cautious in ES. Once it hits this is something that I would know it would eventually hit 100% kind of thing. But post hitting this, I do have less conviction over this. Main preference goes to YM. If we still want to frame, the ideal approach is to wait and see the reaction here. then you have two options. Like if it fails to reverse from there, either frame ES or either frame NQ as asset B till this, है ना? ठीक है. Why NQ as asset B? Because ES reaching there, is reaching there, asset A not reversing, that leads us to framing this asset B till there, viewing this as a fake SMT with this objective. Either this or either framing this to all-time high. ES never showed the signature is showing lack of linear to reverse from. Even if you were to trust this all the way till there, because it formed good way, 930 forming opposing run, sweeping opposing liquidity till the objective remaining open with SMT, kind of something you could trust. Then the approach should be, that would be aggressive approach once this gets hit, because 100% it could come all the way back due to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons why I'm having bearish signatures, this not having space. Then taking this, then aggressive approach with management would be going immediately break even once this get hit. The ideal approach, first place, the, like at first place, waiting for this to get hit to frame any idea. If NQ should be framed till here due to ES not reversing from there, or if ES to frame till there, 1, 2, these two should be main priority. But if you still were to use this 930 signature on its own on ES, which was good till there 100%, then your approach could be 1.5 hour partial and immediate break even once this gets hit. So even if your idea gets wrong, you get out at not zero but partialing, so somewhat in plus, like plus 1 hour or something, saving you from, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, जो भी समझ गया ना. जो ऐसे मैं स्किप करना चाहता हूँ वो इतनी स्लो क्यों होता है, उल्टा वाला बड़ी जल्दी होता है. क्या ये 2 आवर तक गया और गया होता, पर मैं 1.5 आवर पे नहीं लेता. इधर नहीं, ठीक है भाई, साइड साइड में सब बोला जाता है, ठीक कर सकते. The best moment to go again higher was this. This fails. No, name this. So the idea is almost over. You can see how it is reacting. It immediately going away. Best moment. Continue the move here. 930 forming opposing run and displacing away from it. Then you could long ES till there or long NQ till asset B. Is that clear for NQS? And let's look NQ at this. NQ को तो मैं देख ही नहीं रहा था भाई. नहीं नहीं, नो वे. इसके साथ तो कभी नहीं लूंगा मैं. रिदम भाई ले लेते. रिदम भाई है यहाँ पे भाई आपका प्लीज करते हैं देखो थैंक यू वाले। ठीक है भाई ठीक है। एनी डाउट्स या फिर इस रिकॉर्डिंग को कर दूं बंद। कितने मिनट की ये रिकॉर्डिंग? 25। मैंने इसमें वाईएम की मेरी वो एग्जीक्यूशन वाला बता दिया था ना। ठीक है। एक बंदे का देखा। यूरोपियन नहीं है। फिर इस वाले को यही कर देता हूँ। ये जो आए हमें बोलते आप यार। दो तीन डाउट लो फिर मैं डाउट का सेपरेट से सेशन करूँगा। अब मैं क्या बोलते हैं रूटीन वाले सेशन वाली फॉर्म में हूँ। आप कोई टेंशन नहीं। तो भाई चलता हूँ मैं फिर भाई, ज़्यादा ऑफ।